job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
To Hunt, 180.
51. Hey, defense, let's go.
Quaker Omaha.
Check 99.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. From the 24, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Alabama.
On 1st down, Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shamar Stephen, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. To throw is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Patriot offense returning to the field. And look at this season, 12-4, but they had the 8-0 start. And you think about it in that lens, down the stretch 4-5, including the playoff loss. A first-place finish for the 16th time, though, in 17 years. But now the question circle. We've mentioned Tom Brady. A lot of discussion there. But there's a lot of other questions to answer, correct?
This is one of the oldest rosters in the NFL. So there has to be some type of a rebuild, reboot along the way. Although if you're a New England Patriot, you don't do it with the idea that you're not still contending to win the AFC East and go to the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see how they decide to do that from the front office, which there is some uncertainty there, whether there'll be some change in those positions. Head coach, as long as he's there, I think things are in great hands. But we may see a drastically different Patriot team moving forward, especially if number 12 decides to take his talents elsewhere.
Well, if Brady is there next year, they got to get him some guys he can throw the football to.
Guys that he'll absolutely trust, and that means finding veteran wide receivers who can come in and adapt to their system and play. They tried that this year. Antonio Brown, Mohamed Sanu.
N'Keal Harry.
Well, N'Keal Harry was the rookie, and he didn't adapt very well. But Josh Gordon didn't find a replacement for Gronk at tight end, although you're not going to replace Gronk, but you have to find people who are serviceable. So it became throw it to Julian Edelman and hope. And that's a problem for that team. So, yes, you're exactly right. They've got to get some help for Tom Brady if he comes back. And they've got to get some guys probably through the draft, because I don't see a bunch of veteran free agent receivers out there who'll go to New England and make that big of a difference.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, Brady, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back. If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Hey, 166.
Devlin will try to power it in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
61. Matchbox lights.
Now Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Check the backer. Check. Hey.
Now Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Check. Watch it before. Watch the pass. Catch it. Reload.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Michelle. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Brady going to throw. He hits White, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the ground, Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch the before.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
We taking wins home. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 2.
Throwing, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Black.
Cousins to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Brady. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Check. Walk 54. Time to go. Night.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Let's go one more. Alert flare.
And it's Michel once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Holding. Defense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front, you know the motivation. Speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the flag.
On the ground is Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Everson Griffin. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Brady. That's complete to White. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Gostkowski's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
To throw, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Brady gives this to White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Brady. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and inches, Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 26. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 26. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Abdullah. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught. This is Light. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Burkhead on first down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy. 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
I showed off my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bill. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Brady now on first down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's White. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And able to find Dorsett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, this is White on the screen.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better, and many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, pick 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, set, 380.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal. Brady escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
all defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork. Knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
Mike 51.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He gives this to Devontae Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. First down, here's White.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Recon, 152 fighter. Whip. Watch the whip. Sugar.
Brady gives to Michelle. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, flag. Check. Flag. Back one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slam. We are going.
Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with White. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady finds an opening past the 40. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Urban to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Check that. Hey, box truck.
Rodgers again now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers unable to find Allen Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! Allen Lazard, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and get that to Michel, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Wait, set. 53. 42. They can't hang with that.
On play action, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So we've hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, 7. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 626.
And the blitz does come. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Let's go, D.
Rodgers to throw once more. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Extra point try for Gostkowski. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Easy.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That's taken on the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alpha, you ready? You ready? Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
From the 44, Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Brady now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much of the game today
we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Too little, cut. 25, check 26, pull it hard. Kill. And turn it up. Let's go, Mike.
From the 36, Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Michelle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 42. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me too.
Now a play fake, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over. It's caught inside the 25.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, 88. Mike spot 4. Exit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jamie Collins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Check 99.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Rodgers now on third and goal. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now, and with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete. James White. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 73 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Rodgers now on first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes Posse Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out comes the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs and their Super Bowl winning quarterback, the MVP of the game, Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that contest. I'll say this, when he threw the second interception and they were down 10, that was a bad pass. I thought, boy, this is going to end ugly for Kansas City. And Patrick Mahomes, not the case.
It's amazing what he gets done given opportunities. And you're right, that second interception, the first interception was on him because he never saw the defender, Fred Warner. Throws it right into his breadbasket. The second one behind Tyreek Hill. It pops in the air, and Tavarius Moore comes up with the interception. But he also had a rushing touchdown, all right? And he is now 5-0 this season when his team's down double digits, bringing them back to win. So there's something about if you leave it laying out there for him, this kid has a way of bringing his team back, and he did it again on the biggest stage. 24 years old, now the youngest ever to be a league MVP, 2018 season, and a Super Bowl MVP, 2019 season in the Super Bowl.
And he's 24. Wow.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah, what have we done with our lives?
Yeah, I think he should retire. What is there left to do?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
That's ready. 5-8. 53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Latavius Murray, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969 season. And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's first title. Well-deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense? So much motion, so much variety. You know, anyone can touch the football and make a big play. It actually is a nod to the team that won the Super Bowl after the 69 season. There's a lot of that in that offense. And who could ever forget then head coach Hank Stram on the sidelines. 65, toss, power, trap. This could break, boys. This could break. And there's the touchdown. And in this game, you're going to hear a play called Wasp. And that was the big throw on 3rd and 15. From Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill, and that helped break things open for Kansas City.
Good stuff. And for Andy Reid, he had the most wins for a coach prior to getting his first Super Bowl. That victory was his 221st, no doubt his sweetest. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. I want to revisit New Orleans' season here, Charles, as they come back out for this next drive, because really, although it was 13-3 and another playoff appearance, it was another disappointing playoff loss. That's 3 straight crushing playoff defeats. The Minneapolis Miracle with Diggs' catch, the Nickel Roby-Coleman no call, and now this last loss that they had to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, and I thought that this would be the year for them, precisely for what you said. Minneapolis Miracle. Then you get the no call, as you said, Nickel Roby-Coleman. I thought 3, right? Everything comes in 3, so I thought the third time would be the charm. They'd find their way to advance. Instead, Minnesota comes to their place, beats them, and going back to what you 13-3, and you have to play in the first round because they lost.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Ready. 5'9". Check 56. All day, every day, any day. 11.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
56 to Mike.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
56, Mike, 56. I got you, son. You kill.
Now Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll run on first down. Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City.
Check, 15. 54. Crunch time.
On first down, it's Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
We got this.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
56,
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hero 15.
Check it backer.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 72 yards. And the Saints have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard.
Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back and forth. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's looking deep for Bell. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Not that time for Watkins. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's second down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean...
Touchdown, New Orleans! Taysom Hill, 73 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense. 15. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Break the yellow. He can't, man. He's not going to get me. Hey, rip one. Mike 54.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Rupp. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Brings up second and 9.
36.
49-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Steps away. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Watch the edge. Shoot.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. The 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. That one complete to Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Check.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Switch. Kill. 53 is the mic. I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense.
And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they? Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. On play action, they'll throw. It's complete to Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down. Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do this? And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something out there, we got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We go 21.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Breeze going to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 54 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. But Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
53.
On 2nd and goal. Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 4. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Attack! Lucky! Right there.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run it again with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back him up 5. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Give me that ball, defense. 57 colors. Check 13. Check 13.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Okay, baby, I see you.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some...
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story. So you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. And how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Check 1-3. Rush in.
Third and long for Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. As the Chargers come back out here offensively, you think about what happened this past season, and look, the only word to describe it, really disappointing. This was a team that finished 12-4 last year, won a wild card game, expected to be contenders in the AFC West, if not the AFC. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers plant their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here we go. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up putting one downfield that gets intercepted.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Going for the deep ball. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jeff Heath. The intended receiver there, Allen.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Kill.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
Prescott now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And
that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. We're scoreless after one. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check it out, Reed. Out. No. Off.
Alpha!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
All right. Round 80.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But now it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Rivers to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Uses the stiff arm. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas takes over possession. It was a tough year in Big D. This was a team with Super Bowl aspirations in training camp. Got off to the 3-0 start. Got Zeke signed and in the fold, but then the wheels started to come off from that 3-0 record. 5-8 the rest of the way for an 8-8 finish. Not enough to win a down NFC East, and also not enough for Jason Garrett to keep his job. So now Mike McCarthy enters the fold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
180, 390.
Watch the run.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This is Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. So far, this has to feel like a horrible dream for him. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 interceptions.
Now, this will test him mentally. This is going to test his mettle and test his fortitude, because once you've thrown those 3, you start to feel sorry for yourself. But you can't do that. There's more football to be played. I was talking with Jason Garrett, the coach of the Cowboys, and he mentioned at one point Tony Romo threw 5 interceptions in a game, but it turned out to be one of the better games he played because he rallied down the stretch and took him to victory.
Forced out to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. And he's able to hook back with Michael Gallup. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now...
And got his man complete! And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 70 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Hey, 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On first down, it's Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5 now. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
You're getting a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, "Would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter?" And I look. Well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
190, 390.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good other scheme going.
To throw, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And boy, Charles, about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
He had to pick up a 1st down for him, too.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Hey, 79! 54 much.
Play action now. Rivers try to lay one up deep. And now here's another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Allen, the intended receiver. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. After the sack on first down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Pass interference. Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Everybody keep quiet, ain't it? We're pretty quiet, team. We're going to 54. Why here? Slam.
2nd down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he... Goes down.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Well, the defense was in prevent. They still get there.
That means that there's absolutely nowhere to throw the football. No one came open because now you're really getting 3 guys rushing the quarterback. 5 guys should be able to block them, but sometimes time just takes it up and end up getting to him.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
Black 11! Hey, Delta!
Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Watch twist. He's coming. We got double up.
12.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Check 15. Check 15. At the 36-yard line.
SOS. We're going to 52.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
49.
Prescott from the gun. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Watch the pass.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 88 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.